Hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to episode 79 of Building My Industrial Empire in EVE Online. Let's start with the progress report. As you can see, my net worth plus that of the corporation is now at 196 billion. What happened? Here, there's a huge drop. Actually, that drop is most of that drop is our two structure in Pure Blind. In Q5, the Fortizar and the Asbel that were refed by Volta that we had written off when we decided to move to Geminate. So that's basically the largest chunk of that is those two structure that we do a cost of moving, I would say. That's okay. I mean, shit happened, whatever. I would have, if we could have sold them, we would. If we couldn't, we couldn't. It's just loss of structure that happened, and that's pretty much it if you want to look at the detail here. And that's pretty much what happened, is that big chunk here, which is a rig Asbel and Fortizar. The rest, well, obviously we did have some SRP, so we did have some income, some expense during the war, and we'll cover more of that on the war part. Aside from that, okay, HR, weapons of mass production is now at 598 member. So we did recruit one corp that joined us. We did recruit a few members, so we're at 30 more than last week. Probably pick up a few spy in there. We're a new bro-friendly alliance. We very much know that we're susceptible to spy, so stuff happen, and we know we're structured that way because we want to keep new bro-friendly. That's always been kind of our core philosophy as a corporation. So we're running like that. It does lead to occasionally people that like onboarding process as much thought and effort as we put in it. It's never perfect. Sometimes there's misfire. Sometimes there's somebody that will lose a ship when they join. Sometimes that, I mean, these stuff happen. You can't have a group of 600 people and everybody be on point all the time. Something that you can manage on a smaller group. When you get to that scale, you try to minimize the overall issue that you'll have, but you cannot dwell on each individual case because you'll go crazy if you go like this. So anyway, we're progressing as a corp, a new group. We did, I mean, it is a long war that we're having in Geminate, so we did lose a few people, and that overall, I think what is a bigger indicator here is our number online, which is holding pretty steady at around 180 active in PvP in the last 7 days. So as long as that number, I mean, that one is a good indicator, well, of the overall level of activity, obviously, but also of the overall participation in the corporation. So all in all, I would say things are going pretty good. Now let's go here with the map of the area. The week started pretty well, where we managed to take iHubs and TCUs. Here we had iHub everywhere, and we had TCUs in most of these systems, except a few here that we didn't grab yet. During the week, we started seeing more involvement from Darkside, involvement from Initiative, and involvement from Volta on one of our structures. So we did lose two structure we were anchoring, and another one that was shut down by Volta. So we are currently fighting Tishu in the south, Darkside, Initiative, and Volta. So little Womp is getting punched a lot. That, again, that's part of the game, so I'm not complaining. The way we see it is basically it's kind of like when we were in Pure Blind, we basically leveled up as a corp from our low sec Care Bearish miner to a PvP corp in Pure Blind, where we were, I wouldn't say a dominant power, but a strong power regionally. And then we get into that area here where we are fighting like big odds against us. So the way we see that, it's kind of like if you level up in an RPG and then you got to fight bigger monster or stuff like that. So for us, it is a way to progress as an alliance. Even if we end up losing asset, even if we're losing some fight, the guys are learning a lot, and I am actually pretty proud of the entire team, the resilience that they've shown. We are still managing, if you go at the high up level, we're still managing to hold a lot of ground, and at the same time like getting involved in fight against group that are much older and that have a lot larger asset than us. And I mean we're still doing, we're still hanging to those systems. So all in all, I would say I'm actually happy with the result. We knew coming in that it would be a long battle. We did expect this to take months. We are prepared for months of actual fighting. So this is like going as intended. I'll be fully transparent. We didn't expect to have to fight Initiative at the same time and to have Volta come and show a bit. We moved away from Pure Blind because we basically didn't want to be in Volta's sphere of influence. They're showing up here. Whatever. I mean, that's part of the game. So anyway, we won't dwell over that. But still, I don't have any specific battle to show because it was mostly, like most of the week was soft warfare. The number of battle we have, shooting toaster, getting our toaster shot. I would give one thing to the Tishu guys. Their tackle game is on point. They are very good with their dictator. They're very good with catching our ships. So we are actually, our guys are adapting slowly to that level. And again, there's the group our size that is new bro friendly. You will get the occasional baby seal getting clubbed. We're trying our best to get people to learn and to adapt, and we will continue to do so. But we're firm believer that you can't learn to swim without getting wet, and you can't learn to fight, and you can't learn to defend yourself being protected by somebody in a safe mining system somewhere and occasionally fighting the Yeet fleet that comes in. You'll never get good if you're in that situation. So you rather be in the action with some intense fighting, and as it will make your organization progress and get better, and that's the whole spirit of what you want to do when you're building an alliance. Is you cannot allow your alliance to stagnate. Could we have stayed in Pure Blind and like be okay with what we have and stop progressing? Yeah, we could. I mean, it was comfortable, but at some point you don't grow as an alliance if you stay in your comfort zone. So you got to get out of your comfort zone. So right now, that's exactly what we're doing, and it has been pretty fun so far. at some point, we even got on the Sov map. I don't have the screenshot here, but we for one day we actually appeared on the Sov map because we had enough system. We did lose some of them when there was a large push, and during the same day where we had to fight Volta Initiative, Darkside, and Tishu during the same day. So we did drop a few system there. Our overall strategy is we're gonna regroup and turtle in the northern constellation right now, because we cannot fight 4 group at the same time. I mean, let's be realistic here. It's hard, especially when you got a group like Initiative, who's like, I would say, a league above us. Clearly. Well, we did one engagement against them, so I was pretty proud of that one. But aside from that, so we're going to regroup in those system here and turtle there and hang on as much as we can. And we're going to work on eventually preparing ourselves to push back. So that's pretty much that on the military. Oh yeah, at some point Tishu declare war on us. Again, war deck. Oh no, a war deck. Like, okay, it's not my first one, and I don't really care. They do, again, every time on a large group, you will manage to pick up baby seal that are getting caught. That happened. I can't dwell on everything. Overall, as a group, a war deck, we're not stressed. I mean, that has like 0 effect on us psychologically. Shit happen and whatever. I mean, they can fight us at Jita now. Okay. What else? Yeah, today we ref the Tishu Astro House in YN3, because they not Astro House, Athanor here. They got an Athanor here, and they refed our fort in NBPH when we were in our lower time zone, which happened to be their strongest one. So that was an exchange of refing just before today. So that's about like big picture war news. That's about it. What else? Oh yeah, we submitted our logo. So I'm not going to show it to you, but at some point our new logo will get implemented. And oh yeah, you're seeing my Hecate here. I finally can get in an Hecate, and I can also get in a flycatcher. So I get 2 new ships that I learned to fly this week. That's kind of my goal. Again, personally, I've always been like a subpar PvP pilot. I'm not a good PvPer. My kill board is just me and my friend. I'm looking forward to get into a little more engagement. I want to increase my proficiency as a combat pilot. Not just my skill, but my actual handling of a ship in battle. So that's like my own little personal goal in game, is to actually become a better pilot at this point. Industry, obviously, we're not in a point where we're in a stable enough environment to do heavy industry. We still produce some stuff in pocket a little bit, but we are fighting a war, so our focus is not there at the moment. Do I have other stuff to tell you? Actually, that's pretty much it. So it's been a fun week. I myself, it's been a little bit tiring because at my workplace, one of the other manager quit, and I'm managing 2 business units, so my own and the one from my colleague that left, plus Womp as a side note. So I'm managing basically 3 company or three group at the same time. So it is a little bit, my own personal time is a little bit stretched right now. But still, morale is high, and I'm having fun. And I'm having fun with the game. And hopefully we'll get some more interesting news to tell you to tell you next week. I mean, stuff like this is what Eve is all about. Get into those big wars, those big fights, grow your alliance, have fun, have content. So that's all is good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next week. Bye bye.